What is happening, weight loss warriors? Do you suffer from sleep apnea? Do you want to know more about it? I got you right after this. What's going on, weight loss warriors? It's your boy C-Dub, and I'm back at you with another video. Today I wanted to talk to you about sleep apnea. What is sleep apnea? Kind of how it affects us, and is it an obese thing? Is it not an obese thing? Talk to you guys about my life and sleep apnea. So first thing that I just wanted to say is sleep apnea is when you are struggling to breathe while sleeping. And there's a lot of reasons why that could happen, but one of the main reasons, if not definitely 100% the number one reason, is being overweight and being obese and extremely obese. And if you're falling into those categories, what happens is your throat closes up a little bit in the night while you're sleeping due to the fat in your neck, due to the weight on your face and neck, and you have to gasp for air. Sometimes as many as 30 times in an hour. That's every 2 minutes. Every 2 minutes you're gasping for air. So when you're gasping for air, first of all, you can die from it. And second of all, when you're gasping for air, you're not resting well. So that puts you into a situation where you can get in a slippery slope, because if you're not resting well, how do you have energy? If you don't have energy, you're not going to likely to move enough. You're going to likely be sitting around. If you're sitting around more, guess what you're going to do? You're going to head over and you're going to eat. So I think all of that is interrelated and tied together. So much of our overweight epidemic, geez, I can't even speak, in this country is due to the fact that I think we can't sleep. We don't sleep well. So, and now they have CPAP machines and things I'm sure you've heard of. But sleep apnea is a big, big problem. And it actually in 4% of children today. Think about that. Children 2 to 8 years old, 4% have sleep apnea. And that's something that didn't happen 20 years ago. And the increase of that, it probably has to do with the fact that our obesity rates in children are skyrocketing too in this country. So all of these things factor in and make sleep apnea a really, really interesting and big problem. So real quick, what is my journey with sleep apnea? And I'll tell you guys, I had my son in 2009, so probably about 2010, my first son at least. I was having some trouble. I'd been having trouble sleeping, but I went to a doctor and I had to stay the whole night. And I had a beard, which I would not have had I have known. And they had to put all this stuff on me and move my hair all around and put all these meters and stuff and watch me. It was the worst night's sleep ever. It was probably 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. I was still flopping around, and he hadn't even got a reading because I hadn't fallen asleep yet. So I was only asleep for a very short period of time while at that clinic for the whole night because I just could not get comfortable. And but in the morning when the guy came in and checked me, he said, there's absolutely no doubt. You weren't asleep very long, but you have sleep apnea and it's a problem. And so he said, you need to go get one of those CPAP machines. And I was like, man, this is the same time when I ate that McDonald's that wasn't doing well for me. I wanted to live to see my kid grow up. I was like, you know what, man? I think the gym sounds better. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting that machine on my face. And so I went to the gym and I started grinding. And that's when I lost that 80 pounds originally I told you guys about. And my wife had said to sleep, that I snort a little, but not nearly as much. And it went away. Somewhere over the course of the next, I guess, 9 years or so, it came back, and it came back fierce. And I had it, for the last many, many years before this weight loss. And, I had to go to sleep second, or my wife couldn't get to sleep. That's how bad it was. And I think that goes to show you that I was struggling at the highest level with sleep apnea. But after I lost the weight, and not that far along, probably, I was 310-ish, probably by the time I was 240, 250, which may seem like a lot, but that weight came quick. I stopped snoring as much, and then now, not a drop. I went from sleeping 8 hours at a minimum a night to sleeping 6 probably now. I feel rested at 6. I didn't feel rested at 8. I was napping every day. I used to schedule my day around a nap. That's how I was, on the very serious thing, but I would try to get home as quick as I could before the kids got home so I could lay down for 45 minutes. On the weekends, I would make sure that we had a break in the day so I could go lay down for an hour. And my whole life revolved around that. And I haven't taken a nap since probably May of last year. So that really goes to show how much sleep apnea affects you. And some people say, well, your weight loss in general helped you on all that. But it is all related. So I think that losing weight is the first step to combating sleep apnea and going at it like that. So I wanted to also mention to you guys a couple of notes outside of me. So again, my sleep apnea out the window. Don't need a CPAP. Don't need anything. I'm sleeping every night. I'm sleeping fine with the weight under control. Life is good. But 22 million Americans suffer from sleep apnea. 22 million Americans. You think about that, that is just a big problem and something we need to address. 80% of people with sleep apnea aren't even diagnosed. I find that to be super fascinating. If you're overweight and you're snoring really bad, chances are you have sleep apnea and you just don't even realize it. So some of the risk factors, guys, if you have a thick neck, if you're overweight, women can be affected by it too. A lot of times women don't feel like it. And of course, it can create huge problems in your mental health and your clarity and your getting your daily activities done, getting the things that you need to be accomplished. So if you do have sleep apnea, of course you can go down and get treated. It takes one night. You got to stay outside of your house to prove it. And you stay in like a place and a guy watches you sleep and has meters hooked all up to you. And if you got it, and you got it, and you're doing the CPAP thing, and you don't want to do the CPAP thing, guys, lose the weight. Get up, start losing weight. A lot of times too, I saw that you can be slightly, not even in the obese range, but in that overweight range. And if you're snoring a lot, you probably have sleep apnea, and you just have to get towards the normal. And once you get towards the normal, it goes away. And to me, why not knock it back to the normal range so you feel better, you sleep better, you start moving more, life gets better. One of the key things that I want everybody out there that hasn't lost weight yet to know is not only am I a better physically, not only am I moving around better, not only am I getting along better, but my attitude is better. I talked to you guys about the power of positivity. Positivity happens when you are feeling good. And to make that happen, you got to get up and move. You got to cut back. Whatever diet plan you want to go on or lifestyle change, get on it. Get on it today. Don't wait. Get your sleeping back to normal. Get healthy, my friends. Get healthy, weight loss warriors. I'm here for you. If you need me, reach out to me. I will get back to you. That's a promise. Please hit me with a thumbs up if you liked it or learned something in this video. Make sure you comment and subscribe down below. And guys, let's get our sleep apnea under control, get our weight under control, change our lives, and move forward together. I will see you on the next time. Peace.